to West Wild World. Today is Snake Shed Sunday. Stopped it for a while because I've been quite busy, but today we're going to be dealing with most of the snakes in my little snake shed. So yeah, we're going to jump straight into it. You can see some of my snakes are shedding, growing, doing everything that they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, let's start with my favorite snake, old Dickus over here, and her boyfriend that is hiding at the moment. But let's get it out. Let's see how she's acting today. Hey, are you a bit pissed off? She usually is quite pissed off in her enclosure. But as soon as she gets out, she is quite calm usually. But this is old Dickus, my female snout cobra. You can see the absolute girth and size of her. She is absolutely amazing. She's an amazing animal. She's an amazing animal to present to people because she is a very calm animal. She hardly ever hoods up, so I mean it's not good for the defensive display, but she literally doesn't bite ever. Sometimes she has taken a go at me, but more than often than not, she is very calm. She's just trying to look for a way out most of the time. She doesn't like being in the air unless she's in my hand. She doesn't feel supported. You see there, just she doesn't like things by there. But let's just get her straight into the bucket. I think she'll be fine. Hopefully she doesn't come out. Stay at the bottom. Stay at the bottom, go. Then let's get her cranky little boyfriend out that's hiding under the water bowl. This Okie is an absolute bastard most of the time. You can see the size difference from her to him. This is the pair to her. This Okie is about the same size, obviously nowhere near the same length and girth. I mean, he is the same length, but these are the same guys, just different locality. You can see the difference in coloration. This guy is more orange and has a bit more yellows and coppers to him and browns, and you can see they all have that band underneath their throat of their hood. But yeah, these guys are awesome. But let me just stop pissing them off. Let's get them in there. You can see there, maybe a bit dark, but they cuddle like usual. But yeah, let me clean up the enclosure and I'll get back to you guys as soon as I'm done. So I'm a bit out of breath, redecorated their thing, cleaned out their water, put some more substrate in. So yeah, hopefully they enjoy the new enclosures. This male snout cobra has not stopped hissing since. Oh, you can check it. Yeah. Cuddling nicely there. You can see the size and girth difference between them quite easily now, and color difference. But yeah, even old Dickus, I think it might be, hey, because during breeding season their hormones go haywire, similar to that of prepubescent boys and girls. So they act up a bit more during breeding season, which it is now. So that might be the reason why they are, well, she actually is acting so pissed off. But I mean, and she's quite warm, so that also might be the reason. But let's go straight back into house styling. But yeah, during breeding season, the males obviously fight over females. They don't actually fight, they wrestle in a sense. Wrestling means that they will just try and dominate each other basically. So they would get up and try and push the other one's head down until the one sort of not dies of exhaustion but gives up, sort of proving the dominance towards the other male, and then that male gets the sweet prize of continuing on his bloodline with the female that's around. So yeah, their hormones are all over the place. That might be why they're acting a bit iffy. But yeah, hopefully she seems to be enjoying a little stick, climbing, a little bit of enrichment, sniffing. That tongue going in and out is just her smelling her new surroundings. Hopefully she enjoys, and hopefully we get some babies because they're acting like bastards. So they should be trying to make some babies. But let's just close up. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, I'll talk to you guys when I get out the next snakes. Not too fun being tall. But yeah, so we just moved on from one pair of snouties to another pair. as you can see over here, they've spilled their water, they've gone to the bathroom. One of them has shed, it looks like a full shed, so that's very good. So I'm gonna get these guys out real quick, see if they're cooperating, because this is also a pair, so they should be starting to, I saw some breeding behavior out of them. Didn't witness any locks, but you know, they actually are. Yeah, you can see this one's just going into shed as well. They're on very, very similar shedding schedules. So this Okie, I'll bring out the other one and you can see that this one is a lot more dull than the other one, but these guys are very, very calm most of the time. But sure, these are exactly the same as the other pair of snouters. These are just a banded morph. It's basically just a different locality. They're found in the same place, but yeah, again, it's just basically a different color. Exactly the same snakes. Get up. Exactly the same characteristics, not a subspecies. But let's just get, I believe that is the male in there. Then let's get this girly that just popped out of shed. Archer. You can see how inquisitive these snakes are. They're more curious than anything else. They just want to see what's going on. You never see them really hood up at me, come back at me, try and bite me. They're just flicking that tongue, just curious about what's going on. That doesn't mean that I trust them to not bite me, but they are a lot more calm than much of the other snakes that I have in here. You can see that it's not trying to come back, it's tolerating me handling it. And it's just trying to see what's going on. Why is this person picking me up? Am I getting fed? Am I getting cleaned? All of those things. So yeah, you can see no sort of aggression or defensiveness towards me. They're maybe a little bit just trying to poke me with the tail, which is a defense mechanism that they have. They have a modified spike at the edge of their tail to ward off predators, making them think they got bit. You can see there on my finger, just trying to poke me with that. So yeah. So maybe a little bit of a defensive behavior, but it is quite normal to her now and her partner. But I'll have a little wedding ring out of snake tail. But yeah, let me just clean up and get back to you guys when I put them back. So I've just cleaned out and put some more, basically did a deep clean on their enclosure. But yeah, let me put them back in. As you know, I'm just that good of a handler. You can see that other one's just in pre-shed, so he's not dark. He hasn't gone into the blue phase yet, but I can tell that he's in shed because, you know, I am just a genius like that. I'm so smart. I know everything about snakes and handling. If you couldn't tell that I want to grab a snake by the head, but let's just get this banded back in. Okay, enjoy your new enclosure. Let's get your partner out. And you know, that other snouter seems to be having a time of its life in its new enclosure with its new stuff. But as I said, you can see all of these ones have their bands on their hood. The banded ones, turn it this way so you can see it. The banded ones and the normal snouters all have that band throughout their entire life. They're like many other cobras that their juvenile colors are a bit different to that of their adult colors. Obviously not with the bandits. The bands stay with them throughout their entire life. But sure, this other one's gonna get out. So let me stop talking and get you Mr. I'm in shed and I want to explore nothing but my enclosure. Cool. So there's the snouters done. And I think I am just gonna hop into these absolutely lovely puff adders, my Limpopo locality puff adders. They are not the friendliest of snakes in the world. They do like, well, I mean, they will take a bite out of me if they get the chance to. So let's hopefully stop that from happening and be as slow and gentle as possible. See that just getting straight back at me. But I just want to be as slow and as gentle as possible. This guy. This is my male Limpopo locality puff adder. They have a potent potent cytotoxic venom, which actually wouldn't kill you, funny enough, but you would wish that you would die from the venom. You would only die from secondary infection if you don't get treated, which would be from a gangrenous infection or something along those lines. So the venom actually doesn't kill you, it's what comes along with the venom that kills you. But yeah, so I've had a friend that got tagged by a puff adder, and he said it was like keeping your hand in boiling oil continuously for the first 6 hours until you got the anti-venom. And even after that, it was 6 months of physiotherapy after fasciotomy. Yeah, I think that is when they cut open your arm to relieve the swelling. So it's a bad bite to take. Even if it isn't necessarily deadly if you get the right help. But yeah, let's just get this guy into his little holding receptacle. And then let's get the not so nice female out that is a bit prettier than him, but has way worse of a temperament. She is a very, very smart snake. She was eyeing out my hand there, hoping for a time to come back, but she's had a bit of a harder life than her. Again, I got told that all of these snakes were captive bred, but she has chunks missing out of her, so she was definitely wild caught or very, very badly mishandled. But yeah, she's doing well with me, and hopefully I can change her perspective about humans, because she is very, very wary around humans, but she is also very, very smart. It's very, very difficult to hook and tail her like I am doing right now, because she will come around back at you so quickly. But that is my girlfriend messing up this recording. That's fine, because I love her. But yeah, let me just clean up the enclosure quickly and then I'll get back to you. So I've cleaned up, sprayed down the enclosure just to give a bit more humidity. It's winter here, so the feeding is going to slow down a little bit, but not completely. But I just want them to be as comfortable as possible. So yeah, let's get these puff adders, the South African landmine, as some people like to call it. Check how cute that is. You can see the color differentiation even from the same locality. One's a lot lighter and one's more of an earthy tone. Again, these are from Limpopo. They aren't from where I am located. The ones from where I'm located are more a black and yellow or a completely black snake. So, with that being said, I cannot release these guys even if I wanted to. But this is a bit of a fuck up. Cool, you helped me there. Going to you on closer. So I said it was a bit of a fuck up there because her head was right by her tail, and to direct her into getting into the enclosure was quite a bad thing. I didn't want to reach into the tub with another puff adder in it, because I don't think that is a good idea. But yeah, you can just see how beautiful they are. Please don't bite each other when I put them in. But that at the back there is a normal puff adder strike position that coil back with the head up. They don't usually coil up their whole body. Go in. It's just usually the front sort of quarter that they coil back like that, and they can still move with the head facing down, and their strike is lightning fast. I don't think she will strike now, but maybe I can show you guys the strike position. Strike position will be like that, and they'll keep the front little bit where that S is up in the air, and any movement will just boom. But that's only when they're defensive. That's not when they're hunting. When they're hunting, they will lay completely still and strike out, obviously, when they find their prey. And they can strike 3 times in a second, and it's not comprehensible to us, but it's insanely fast. The guy that I was talking about that got bit was trying to neck him, and before he knew it, the snake got out of his grip, bit him, and walked his fangs 3 times before he could even react to what has happened. Walked 3 times, not bite and then release, but he bit in 1, 2, 3. So 3 full envenomations, and it was just so quick. But yeah, these are not snakes to play around with. They're absolutely beautiful. They're intelligent snakes. If you handle them properly, they will react in that sort of manner. But I'm going to take out a snake that doesn't react in any sort of manner and is just a tit the entire time, which is my Cape Cobra. Juvenile Cape Cobra. So I need to change his water, and he's gone to the bathroom a little bit. So yeah, this snake is an absolute asshole. I love him. Oh, I don't know the sex yet, but I love the snake, but it is not afraid to take a bite out of me. Doesn't matter how I handle it or what I do, he just wants to kill everything in sight. So let's see how this goes today. You see any movement instantly, like I want to kill it. Doesn't matter what it is or what you're doing, it just wants to kill you very dead. So let me get a little bit closer. You guys might not be able to see, and actually change hooks for a smaller hook. You guys might not be able to see what I'm doing, but just because of the position of this and how cranky the snake actually is. But yeah, you want to come off. Wiry. This is a very difficult snake and size to handle. Very wiry snake. But if you handle it calm, it usually does calm down, but it is so quick and agile, and it's a very smart Cape Cobra. Absolutely love this guy, but he wants to kill me. He's not afraid to take a bite out of me, and even though it is a small guy, not as much venom, he has exactly the same venom toxicity as the adults, so it's not a fun bite to take. But look how beautiful his colors are. He's an insane snake, even though he's such an aggro little wiry thing. But they have to be, because at this size they basically prey for almost anything out there. Other snakes, birds, flipping, even, well, smaller size, even some frogs can eat them. So I mean, like toads and frogs, but you get the gist of it. So they're on a lot of other predators menus, so they need to be this, I guess, defensive or aggro to ward off those things. So again, I'm a predator in his eyes. I'm here to kill him, and that's why he's acting the way he is. Not because he dislikes me, not because he does anything else. But yeah, so I'm going to clean out his enclosure, put him back. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please hit like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of my snakes, I mean, just come back and watch the videos. Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching. Guess he doesn't like you guys either, but check how magnificent that hood is. If you guys want to see more of him, let me know, and I'll take him out more to show you guys. Oh, the mouth. Oh, he's just an insane snake. Eh? Absolutely love him. Look at that. Okay, but enough talking about snakes, even though this is my whole channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.